Alright, so here we go, guys. 13th Age, the Game Master screen, and the Game Master resource book and new map. Now, you can buy this at the Pelgrane website. I pre-ordered this quite a while when they first put it up for pre-order, and it's $24.95. Great price. You get the DM screen, resource book, and I think there's a fold-up map. So I haven't opened it up, and I've had this since Monday, so it's killing me. So let's open this bad boy up, shall we? Oh, oh, yes. All right, so now you should be able to see everything much, much, much better. All right, ooh, smells like a brand new car. I'm getting high off of all of the paint that is literally dripping. It's oozing. All right, so here's the panel. Well, the 3-panel Dungeon Master screen. We'll take a look at the art first as I'm getting high from smelling this DM screen. It's pretty awesome. Smells wonderful. I think I might lock myself in the closet and get high with this thing. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So it's a 3-panel DM screen. Really nice. High gloss. It's of a pretty hard stock board. It's not the type of DM screen that you're used to seeing from 4th edition or or 5th edition. It's not very. It's a hard stock and it's high gloss, and I like it. It's not too cumbersome. Wow, look at this, guys. The information. Holy shit. Guys, look at all this information for 13th Age. Wow. 3 panels. Has all the different skill checks, all the conditions, it has a Chum the Adventure chart where you can do a 1d20 roll and have some entertainment happen in your game. It has all of the different special rules like intercepting, disengaging. I love disengaging in 13th Age. You have to roll a saving throw for it to be successful. I love it. All of the symbols on the bottom that you see are the 13 icons. It's called 13th Age. And there are 13 living icons that basically rule the Dragon Empire. And each one of these icons is representative of one of the 13 living icons. All right. You see there's a monster chart that tells you, creating a monster on the fly, how many true hit points it'll have, how much flat damage it'll do, what's its to hit, what's its AC, defenses, tougher monsters, weaker. It has everything. Encounter. It doesn't hide any information from you. Nothing. It hides nothing. It tells you everything. All kinds of customizations of monsters. All kinds of the one-use consumables like potions and stuff like that. It has all of the consumable costs. It has magic item chakras, what bonuses come on a cloak or what type of bonuses on a piece of armor. It has everything. This is a very good. This has everything. This has everything. Rule recap, everything. This is beautiful. This is what a Dungeon Master screen should look like, guys. This has all the information you need on 3 panels. This is beautiful. There it is. That is just the screen. Oh, here's the... Oh, wow, look at this, guys. A map. Are you guys... I'm really sad. I don't see maps in any more of the stuff that I buy from a particular company. I'm not going to mention their name. I don't see any maps no more. But I have to go to their website and buy the damn maps, and I don't like that. Here's the 13th Age Dragon Empire. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful map. High detail. I think Lee Moyer made this. He does all of the art for 13th Age, just about all of it, I think. This is the new version of the map. It has the roads that go from the capital cities like Horizon to Axis to Glitterhead, well, the major cities. And then it has a road that goes from Santa Cora to Newport, and then a road that goes from Drakkenhall to, I would say, probably Concord, but it looks like the road was never completed, and it ends there. And I'm sure there's probably a good story as to why the road was never finished. So, yeah, there you go. Beautiful 13th Age map. 4 panels, folds out. We'll take a look at it digitally also. Then it has a key on the right-hand side. Tells you everything about it. Very nice high-quality paper. And here's the source book. Beautiful cover. And the book, I believe, is printed in black and white. And when they print it in black and white, it's like they tell you it cuts down the cost of the actual DM kit and the other things that they print in black and white, like a couple of the other modules that they've put out and stuff. So very nice, a lot of art in here. It is the book is a total of, I think, 64 pages. Yep, 64 pages. Wow, smell that. Can you guys smell that through the stream? Man, that is so strong. These are like just printed. Beautiful art. I've noticed some of this art that was in other books. But there's all kinds of new NPCs for the icons and stuff. I'm really looking forward to taking a look at these. So let's go ahead and switch from the physical. I mean, the book is nice, guys. It's not a hardback. It's a soft cover. 64 pages. Really great quality. You guys can tell it's, I mean, of a very high gloss. Everything that 13th Age makes, guys, is very, very, very high quality. The core book, 13th Age True Ways, the 13th Age 13 True Ways, the Bestiary, the Eyes of the Stone Thief adventure campaign that they have. All of those books are beautifully put together. They don't fall apart on you. Very nice. I'm $25 worth every single penny of it. If you're a 13th Age fan, get it. Now, we'll take a look at all this stuff in digital. Okay? So I'll switch over to digital. And you can see you can go to Pelgrane Press here and then click on 13th Age and then go to the GM screen and resource book. Total of $24.95, and then you got to pay for shipping. I think it was like a total of $29 for me. Beautiful. That's what you get. 3-panel screen, 64-page source book, and a beautiful map. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a look at everything digitally. These are the panels that are on the screen. I like the art. I love the art. This is probably, yeah, it is Lee Moyer. You can see he's done the art. Beautiful art. These are the 3 panels. Now, here's the screen. Holy cow. Look at this, guys. Actually, information pertaining to the game that you're playing. Wow, there's lots of information. Not a bunch of pictures. There's icon symbols on the bottom, but I am more than happy with the information on this. Here it is. All of the check DCs, all of the trap damage, impromptu damage, everything all right here. Single and area damage. Pluses to hit for traps. The skill checks. There's 3 tiers in 13th Age. 1 to 4 is Adventurer. 5 to 7 is Champion. 8, 9, and 10 is Epic. So everything is right here in this one block. Here's a and guys, this is a official PDF. When you buy the $24.95 DM screen, they also give you a PDF of everything. I didn't scan this. These are, this is the official PDF. So here's all 9 conditions. There you go, only 9 conditions. All right. All the different special moves like intercepting and disengaging. Love disengage, like I said. And I love intercepting. Chum the Adventure. There you go. You want to throw some spice into one of the games? Here, you roll a 20. Tell the players that after the next battle or other significant portion of the adventure, they'll vote on which PC was the most awesome. That PC gets something at least as cool as a bonus incremental advance. The player in second place gets whatever change is in the GM's pocket. I like it. They have all kinds of cool humor like that. And they also bash min-maxers too from time to time, like hoping that they get attacked by a swarm of mosquitoes. I thought that was pretty interesting and pretty fun to read also. That was in the core book. Here's the middle panel. Here's all of the numbers for creating monsters. This is beautiful. This should be in every single book for every single game made. Look at that. Level 1, 0 to 14 creatures. Here's their attack. Here's their damage. Monsters don't roll damage. On very rare occasion do they ever roll damage. Maybe like a Dragon Breath, they'll say, take every dice in your bag and roll it or some shit like that. But here's all the damage that you hit. Here's their hit points. Mooks, they're minions basically. They have 1/4 the hit points. So mooks, here's everything pertaining for mooks. Large and double strength creatures. Huge and triple strength creatures. And then here's the defenses for all. And their fear threshold. Beautiful. I love it. So beautifully organized. It's all about organization with a DM. Seriously. Here's how to create an encounter. This is it. Same level, 1 for 1. And then when you start making easier and harder encounters, you just go down or up. If you're going easier, look up. If you're going to make harder encounters, go down. What you get, and it literally tells you what the multipliers are. It's so easy to do. There's no hidden numbers. There's no ranges from 20 hit points to 90 hit points. And then you got to guess in between. Everything is static. I love it. Customizing a monster. There you go. How much money PCs should get between each level up. There's 4 levels up for every level. 16 encounters basically between levels. This is how much they should make. Leveling a monster. More ways to modify your monster. Here's how you create magic items on the fly. Chakras. They're basically, the chakras are what type of item, meaning a piece of armor or a robe or shirt. That default bonus is always going to be a +1, 2, or 3 for armor class. And then it tells you in the core book, page 287. Here it is. Any kind of cloak, cape, or mantle, you get a physical defense bonus. So it tells you whatever magic item you want to create, there's the default bonus. And then you just give it a quirk. Every magic item has a quirk. And what a quirk is basically if I make a magic sword, maybe an adventurer +1 magic sword, it would be a longsword +1 to hit and to damage, and maybe it has some type of glow. Whatever the player would want, that's what it looks like. And then it would have a chakra. So maybe if they're going into battle, and if they're going to fight undead with that sword, they're just overcome with joy and they start singing a song. So that's the type of quirk you put on magic items in 13th Age. I love that. It's awesome. Quirks are really fun. And here's, all of the rule recaps. Talk about death and dying, ambush and surprise, grabbed. 13th Age does not like using grabbed. They don't want grapple mongers in their game, so usually players can't grab, but monsters can grab. I like that. Talks about invisibility, any kind of modifier, so they use the +2. If you think anything has a bonus modifier, there's no rules for it. Just give them +2. Give the monsters +2. Here's all kinds of consumable costs, from healing potions to the different types of healing potions, resistant potions, oil potions, and runes. And then, you would literally roll what type of rune you would have. That chart is not on here, but everything else is. This is a beautiful screen. It really is. And then here's some GM stuff to remember. So that's the 3-page, 3-panel DM screen. I like it. Man, I like it. Brendan, thank you very much for the follow, Brendan. I totally appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel, Brendan. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the final map now. This is the Lee Moyer approved map, the map that was made by him that was basically amended. He forgot to put the roads in the first version of the Dragon Empire map, so as you can see, he just added some roads between the major cities. I'd like to see the story of this broken road here that was probably supposed to go to Concord. I would love to read about, or that would be something for a DM to create. So this is the map. Beautiful. Has everything, all the, the key on the side, all of the areas, and in the core book, in the 13th Age, 13 True Ways, all of these areas have information. It's really nice, like a built-in gazetteer in a core book. It tells you, like my first time I ran 13th Age, we stayed on the Isle of Omen. I basically just took their general information and then I just created my own story about it. So it was really nice. I like the way it turned out. So that's the massive 4-page map, 4-panel map that unfolds into a 4-panel map. All right, so here's the resource book. The resource book has quite a bit of very useful information for game masters. It's printed excluding the colors in black and white. Everything excluding the colors and the covers in color, like I said, everything else is in black and white, which I don't really care about that because it cuts down on the cost. So here's the contents. It has an introduction. It talks about this has a heavy emphasis on backgrounds on the 13 icons, the 13 living icons, their henchmen, their, some of the higher ups in their organization, their stats are in here. The actual stats for the 13 icons are not out, but I hope they eventually make another bestiary and put the 13 icons and more of the icons' minions in that. That would be awesome. Even though, the icons are living gods, there's no gods in 13th Age. When they say the world was created by the gods, it means it was created by the gods, not by Zeus or by, or Moradin. It's just by the world was created by the gods. Well, which god? The gods. That's how they refer to as gods. So gods really don't play any kind of factor in the game. The 13 living icons, you could kind of say that they're living gods because they're the 13 most powerful creatures or NPCs in the world of the Dragon Empire, or the entire world. So I do like that. But they don't have stats out for them. Not yet. So there's all kinds of, telling the story, and this is like a designing template that they use and have the players get involved. And I'm just going to kind of skim through this. Here's where the toolkit actually kind of starts. It talks about here's all kinds of ideas, themes. Now it tells you step 1, choose 2 themes. So you go, choose 2 themes. Generate a plot. In this adventure, the characters must blank in order to blank for blank on for whatever icon. And then, but there's some complications in blank. So you just fill in the blanks. It's easy. I like it. And then it tells you, basically how to run, montages. I mean, that's what it is. It's about montages. Taking a bunch of things and piecing it together to make one story. I like it. And so it does a lot of things on montages and bringing the icons into the story. And it also has quite a few 3 big examples for you. And then here's something that was barely touched on in the core book, and that's using the icon relationship die. At the beginning of the game, every character rolls 3d6. And if you roll 6s, then something positive is going to happen to you during that session from your icon, whether an informant just happily merrily strolls along and gives you information, or maybe well, anyway, something good is going to happen from your icon. Now, if you roll a 5, then something good can still happen, but there's going to be some kind of repercussion. I like that. 1 through 4, nothing happens. So this just goes more into using the icon relationship die into much, much more detail than what it actually did in the core book. And I'm glad that they actually touched on this. And here's building better battles. I mean, this is all about the DM screen. You know, choosing your theme for battle. And then it also talks about adjusting and adding more terrain and getting the terrain involved. Maybe there's rock slides. Maybe you're in like a valley and now you've got rock slides involved. And here's some examples of building battles with terrain. So I really like that. And then here it goes into a much deeper chapter into incorporating the terrain into the battle. I like that. I mean, there's just pages and pages. And then there's also handling backgrounds. This was another big thing. It was actually touched on in the core book, but not like it is now. And, you know, when in 13th Age, you have ultimate freedom on your background. You have 8 points to spend on your character, and you can spend up to 5 points on any single talent. So if you say you were a pirate, okay, you have a pirate background. There's no list of backgrounds. You make up your own background. And then you make up what skills you're proficient in from your background. Well, people were basically taking advantage of it and abusing it. So that's why I'm sure they came out with this handling backgrounds in a more sensible fashion. So there you go, handling backgrounds. A nice new section on that. And then creating memorable NPCs. And this is the section that I really like. These are the 13 icons and some of their, you know, NPCs that are in their organization. So, you know, the Archmage. He's one of the, you know, I think he's a neutral icon. And here's the Choctaw Wren, a humanoid, and it just tells you there's a frog knob, and the Crusader, the Diabolus, the Dwarf King, and there's all kinds of NPCs that you can create that are pertinent with each associated icon. And there's the Elf Queen, the Emperor, the Great Gold Worm, the High Druid, the Lich King, and no, that's not Arthas from World of Warcraft. There's the Orc Lord, the Priestess, the Prince of Shadows, the Three, which the Three is a three-headed dragon, and it's really nice. And then here's some things that I kind of found amusing, that things that Rob Hines, he created 4th edition. He was basically in a position where Mike Merles is now with 5th edition. And these are 6 things that he does now in his 13th Age games. And then here's 13 bits of GM advice. They always do this stuff. 13 bits of advice. 13th Age, 13 bits of GM advice. Cool, I like it. There's some stuff talks about disengaging evil PCs. You can flee battles. In this game, you can, if everybody for their turn for that round agrees to flee a battle, you can all disengage and flee and run away. But there's repercussions for doing that, and I really like that. I haven't had that happen yet, but I'm sure it eventually probably will. You know, here's more things on rallying, recovering, multiple saves. So there's 13 things that there's more GM advice. So. And then here's like an advice reminder index. Really nice. And then here's a couple pages for the DM for looks like an aid for follower goals. That's okay. Iconic allies, enemies, and follower goals cheat sheet. So you would just go to the couple chapters before and just fill in the information here. That way you wouldn't have to keep looking up the book. And then here's, you know, 13th Age, there are 13 icons. Here's a little description of each one. Basically, this is probably what came out of the core book. And that's it, 64 pages. Really nice. I like it. Nice resource book. Lots of good information. I can't wait to dive into it more. Beautiful new 4-panel map and a beautiful Dungeon Master or Game Master screen. $24.95. And like I said, if you're a 13th Age fan, you should probably get this. It's only 24 bucks, and you get free PDFs. Smaller companies, they're doing that. So hopefully the bigger companies will follow suit and stop being so goddamn scared of PDFs and start getting with the year 2016 that we're in and start doing PDFs also. So there you go, guys. 13th Age Game Master screen. That's it.